Why do I crave so much solitude and always challenge myself? What draws me to the unknown and fuels my desire for an extraordinary life? These are the questions that brought me here, alone in the mountains for 3 days and 2 nights.
What's up, world? Emily here in Huaraz, the hiking capital of Peru. I'm about to go on the most extreme adventure of my life. I will be hiking the Santa Cruz Trek in the Andes mountain range, a 52-kilometer trail, 3 days, 2 nights at high altitudes, and I will be doing this completely solo. I'm not gonna lie, I am overflowing with anxiety right now. This is my first ever solo, unguided, multi-day trek, and it is also the first time I'm going camping alone. I'm gonna have to carry all of my gear on my back, set up camp, cook, and figure everything out by myself. The last time I went on an unguided camping trip, I accidentally blew up a burner, and last week I went on a solo hike and I ended up in tears. So, wish me luck. So why in the world am I doing this, you ask? Well, I've got some deep internal questions that I need to face head on. And the mountains, well, they seem like the perfect place to do it. So anyways, it's day 0, preparation day. I still need to rent some camping gear and pack up my bag, and it is currently 7 p.m. I am gonna be renting my equipment from my hostel, Aldo's. I highly recommend coming to this place if you come to Huaraz for the unlimited self-serve breakfast, the really chill common areas, the social atmosphere, the single beds that are very appreciated after long treks, and for the main man, Aldo himself, who's always there to give you recommendations for treks. All right, here is what I rented. A backpack, because mine is not ergonomic enough for a multi-day trek. A sleeping mat, a tent, a very warm sleeping bag with a sleeping liner, and some cooking equipment. And all of this cost me 334 soles for the 3 days of this trek. Now let's look at everything else that I'm bringing that is not camping gear. Here it is. All right, I am bringing some things for the vlog, of course. So a drone, tripod, a little clicker to take photos from afar, an external battery pack, a headlamp, the GoPro that I'm using to film this vlog, and my phone. As for food, I am bringing tortillas, ham and cheese, some ramen, some olives, peanut butter, nuts, cereal bars, chocolates, cookies, tuna, apples, and 2 bottles of water. This one does have a filter in it so I can refill it from a stream. I'm bringing toilet paper, some wet wipes, a puffer jacket, a rain jacket, a poncho, 1 t-shirt, 1 tank top, 1 pair of leggings, 1 fleece, and 1 pair of hiking pants, 3 pairs of socks, 3 pairs of underwear, a pair of hiking shoes, a cap, I don't know what this is called, but it keeps my head warm, some gloves, a buff, some hiking poles, my journal, my Kindle, some money, a lighter, a pair of sunglasses, a pillow, some first aid equipment such as pills, band-aids, and alcohol wipes, some altitude sickness pills, some tampons because I'm supposed to be on my period, but I really do hope that my body shuts it down from all the stress of this hike. The lip balm, super important in high altitude, guys. Some soap, toothbrush, toothpaste, sunscreen, and Purell. And also some altitude gummies and coca leads. That's a lot of stuff. Okay, let's try to fit it all in the bag, shall we? God damn. Here it is. Okay, so I'm no expert, but I did put, the sleeping bag and the things that I won't need for the trek at the bottom of the bag, and the things that I may need for the trek at this top portion. I put up the tent on this side, and to compensate, I put my water on this side. Now let's try this baby on. Woo! Yeah, that's heavy. The trusty drone with these hiking poles. Ah! My anxiety levels have lowered a bit. So yeah, nothing left to do but to get some sleep and hope I wake up with some superhuman strength. Good night. Good morning, everybody. It is 4:30 a.m. I'm making a peanut butter sandwich for the road and drinking some coffee. Two very bad news this morning. First of all, I got my period during the night, so that is just great. I guess the universe really wants to test me on this one. Secondly, I was sharing a charger with the guy sleeping next to me during the night, and he made it fall. So my stuff isn't fully charged, and I'm freaking out because I am filming this vlog, so I need all the battery I can get. Anyways, I'm gonna delay my departure by a few minutes and head out. All right, time to go. Bye inside, comfortable, warm, safe, inside. Okay. Here we go. I'm headed to the Colectivo station. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit scared right now. The street dogs here in Huaraz are super territorial and vicious. I saw a man getting attacked, and a girl from my dorm had to flee to Lima to get a rabies shot. So hopefully it's all gonna be okay. I'm not gonna look at them. I do have my hiking poles. Don't judge me if I have to use them. We'll be fine. ¿Cara así? Perfecto, gracias. Hey, I've made it to Yungay. I am now getting into another colectivo to get to Vaqueria, the start of the trailhead. All right, we've made it to the entrance of the national park. Amelia. We've made it to Vaqueria. It is 10 a.m. and the sun is shining. Have a look at this view. ¿Eso es el sendero?
Sendero, aquí empieza.
All right, here we go. Vamos into the wild. Well, it didn't take very long for me to shed off a layer. The sun is magnificent today. It's looking good. I was extremely anxious about the weather on this trek because it is rainy season and rains every single day, but usually the rain starts in the afternoon. So my goal is to be at camp by then and in my tent. So the trail starts off by passing several little villages. It's beautiful to see how people are living here. There's pigs everywhere, cows, sheep, chickens, and kids playing around, and people just laying there on the grass in the sun, just living a simple life, you know? Note to self, don't believe everything you're told. So people in my dorm were helping me plan out what to take out of my bag because I had too many things apparently. And they told me there's no mosquitoes. You don't need bug spray. Mistake. I'm being bitten. I finally made it to the campsite, Paria. Look at that insane view. But the sun's still out and, you know, this is where all the tours stop. So I'm gonna head on, try to find a wild camping spot. And plus it'll help reduce the length of tomorrow's hike, which is the toughest. I think I just found my spot. All right, so I'm next to a river. I'm gonna need some water. I have a little fireplace. This is where I'm gonna set up my tent. And do you see those nevados in the back? All right, let's pitch this tent. Oh no, I waited too long. My worst nightmare has happened. There's water in the tent and there's water all over my stuff. Shit. There's literally snow under my tent. Oh no. I am so extremely mad at the guy who told me not to bring my bug spray. I'm swarmed by these tiny little flies that sting. It's horrible. They're everywhere around in my food. I don't want to cook in this. Oh my God, did you see that? Did you see that? Ew, ew. There's no way I'm cooking outside. Just gonna eat a sandwich. Ew. Well, you can't say I didn't try. What the hell? They can smell me. They're coming to the tent, like they're everywhere. But there's a lot less in here than out there. Ham, cheese, wraps, and olives. Dinner. Welcome to my humble abode. So, I've assessed the damage. I've been capable of removing the water on one end. On the other end, there's still a puddle, but it's okay. The temperature is not that bad, so hopefully I won't freeze during the night, and my stuff that was in the bag isn't wet. So here is a little look inside my tent. It's super roomy. And as for the stats, I walked 13 kilometers today from an elevation of 3,400 meters to an elevation of 4,000 meters, and I walked for 6 hours. The temperature just dropped drastically. So anyways, I was just thinking about why the hell was I so drawn to living such an uncomfortable experience? And so here are my thoughts. It's about feeling alive, trying new things, not knowing what to expect, but having faith in the universe, and always being ready to change your plans. All right, I am not gonna be making a campfire tonight. There's no way in hell I'm leaving my shelter. I am just gonna read a book and follow the sun to sleep. And it's 6 right now, the sun is setting, and so am I. Good night. Hasta mañana. Good morning. It is currently 5:45, which means I've slept 11 hours. I haven't slept that long in forever. I did get woken up by torrential rain and lightning and a little animal trying to get into my tent. Now, I'm gonna get ready as I wanna start the day super early. This is a really tough day of the hike. We will be going up in very high altitudes. So I'm gonna start my day by chewing on some coca leaves, and let me show you the proper way to do this. Grab a little bit of leaves. You start by piling them one on top of the other. Make sure that there's no bugs, spider webs, feathers, or anything else that you don't want ingested into your system. Unfold them if they're folded. So once you've got a little pack of coca leaves, you might want to remove some of the stems, and then you roll it up. You make a little packet like this, and then you put it in the back of your teeth. You want to keep it there for as long as you can, and just take a sip of saliva from time to time. And when you're done with it, you just spit it out. It is currently 7 a.m. and I'm off. Weather is looking lovely. Looks like it's gonna be on our side this morning at least. Let's hope I get to camp before that changes. I've done quite a bit of hiking in this area, so I'm quite acclimatized to the altitude. But doing this with a backpack is a whole other level. You might think 52 kilometers in 3 days is not that much. I mean, ultra marathoners run that in a day. But altitude is no joke. Less oxygen means your heart rate rises and you have less physical capabilities. Don't quote me on this, but I heard somewhere that the same effort at high altitude is 10 times harder than at sea level. So, yeah. Almost there. I'm on top of the world. We made it. It's cold, so let's keep going. Alright, it's nearly 2 p.m. and I've made it to the point where this trail divides into a 3-day trek or a 4-day trek. The people who are doing it in 4 days are camping here. And the people like me who want to do it in 3 days have to go up another 300 meters to reach another lake and camp there. It does feel a bit rushed to do it in 3 days. I haven't had time to cook my lunch. Granted, I am spending a lot of time setting up cameras and such. So right now I'm considering maybe staying here in this lovely valley for the night. Maybe I'll do it in 4 days. I'm worried. The thing is, with the rainy season, knowing it's gonna rain, it feels like a race against time. I swear, I'm walking faster than I would naturally. All right, so physically I am in great shape. The weather is lovely. I've decided to keep on pushing on. We are going up there. Let's go! Oh, we made it! Look at this incredible campsite that I found. It's by a river. There's nevados everywhere. And it's sheltered with this rock and this tree. Dinner's ready. We are having ramen with tuna tonight. Oh, I'm so excited for a hot dinner. Today, I've pushed myself above and beyond. I've proved once again that I am strong and independent, and I can achieve incredible things without the help from anyone. Out here alone, I don't feel lonely. I just hope that someday, by doing all these courageous things, I'll become brave enough to let myself fall in love. I've kept myself single my entire life. It's my biggest red flag. I just like being in control of my emotions, and I don't want anyone to deter me from my dreams. Maybe someday, perhaps. Good news, everybody! The tent is dry, everything inside it as well. This is looking up to be a very good night. As for today's stats, I walked about 21 kilometers and total elevation gain of 1,000 meters. So I am just gonna read my book and pass out. Good morning, guys. It was a hard night last night. It rained all night, and somehow water got into the tent. I woke up with a wet butt. It is currently 5:45, and because the weather is still so bad and it's raining, I've decided to leave my camp here and go summit the Huaraz Lake, and then I'll come back and I'll grab my stuff before I leave. We're done with the climb. Woo! It's officially 8 a.m. and I'm all packed up and ready to go. There is no time to waste. Today is a big day. I'll be walking about 22 kilometers, descending 1,000 meters until I reach the town of Cashampampa, where I'll take a colectivo to Huaraz, and then from there I'll take a colectivo to Huaraz. Today we are going down, 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 which is nice. It's gonna be fast and easy. But one thing I don't like about going down is that you constantly have to look at your feet in order not to roll over an ankle. So you can't gaze up at these incredible views. But on the other hand, it does put you in a state of mindfulness where you are fully present in the here and now, focused on every other step. Till then I walk alone. I don't know about you guys, but I really like listening to music as I walk. It makes me feel like the main character in a movie. Well, I guess with this vlog I kinda am. Now I'm still alive and I walk on. Well, it finally happened. I had to take a shit on the side of the trail. There could be worse places to do that. With the squat position, everything comes out right. Much better than changing a tampon out here, honestly. Okay, I'll shut up now. Trek is almost over, and it has been truly revealing.
Dear Diary, I've gotten lost in the wilderness in order to find myself. So why do I push so hard in all aspects of my life? It's because every challenge I overcome, every fear I face, every skill I acquire brings me one step closer to the person I want to become, one who is truly confident. You see, what I've realized on this trek is that, deep down, I struggle with low self-esteem. I'm constantly trying to prove myself, hoping that my accomplishments will earn approval and respect, as if they could balance out my inner doubts. And this ties well with my intimacy issues. I'm more comfortable alone because I suffer from social anxiety. I'm afraid that I'm bad company. And after receiving so much hate, disappointment, and rejection in the past, I've learned to protect myself by avoiding people altogether. I don't know how I'm going to resolve this issue just yet, but they say realization is the first step towards recovery, and I've got many more adventures ahead to keep figuring it out.